Cease. So last time I played up to this part and then randomly stopped, so I've gone through the level again up to this point, and that's about it. I checked the video, and last time I did not go this way. I didn't remember that, and so this time I actually got rid of all the dirt blocks and prevented the ability for me to even go up there. So if it was something important, we're going to be missing it this time through. I have a feeling I know what it's going to do, though, because there is a... Oh, I didn't mean to shoot there. There is a dirt block up there, so it probably just leads on top of the castle wall or something, and then that's like your way back in. So I probably just missed out on like a treasure room or something. Oh my. And just after I named the last video, only a witch could produce a parabola of this nature. How fitting. Except not really, but I don't know. I'm gonna call that the Fester's Quest parabola, because that's basically what it is. But yeah, basically just gonna keep going through this game. I don't really know what to expect. All I know is, now that I can break these save points, I don't want to keep backtracking for stuff like this, but because those two were so close together, I figure I might as well grab this one. I kind of like that mechanic of break the save point to get money, like if you're confident enough to continue without it. It's a nice balance of skill versus reward type thing. I'll have to see more of this game before I decide if I want to start regularly breaking those, because I don't want to get super cocky and then have to redo the whole stage. It might be good for, like, if I have to go through a level a second time or something. Also, I'm missing a lot of gems by doing this. That is unfortunate. I suppose it cannot be avoided, though. Or maybe it can be avoided and I am just bad. But whatever. So before I forget to mention these things, I will bring up that last time I asked for, like, random questions for me to answer during the video. And there was only one question, and I don't really have much of an answer for it, but I'll get to that one soon. So I do still encourage people to do that. I understand if it's like something that I've already answered a million times, then you might not really want to ask it again, but I don't know. Go obscure. I mean, it's basically just something to think up interesting commentary for this. Also, I'm sad that I can't make that now. I tried to get into it, but I failed. Oh well, it probably isn't that much anyway. So there's that, and the other thing is, because I've been neglecting these videos, I did the first one a week and 2 days ago, which, in the grand scheme of things, isn't that long of a delay. It's only 2 days late, but the point is the first one was kind of, like, late into the month as it is. It's currently the 24th, and I have to do 2 more of these before the month is out. So, I would like to ask on the general opinion of this idea. As a way of testing out just how these videos are going to work in general. Or, hold on, let me see what this thing does before I... Oh, wait, hold on, distractions. Okay, what is this? Huh. Okay. Kind of funky. Well, shit, we've got a split path. I'm gonna go this way because this way seems funkier. But, what I was starting to say is, just for the sake of testing out how these patron-exclusive videos are gonna go, and, for the sake of variety, I guess, I'd like to know the general opinion on this idea. What if, for the last parts of March, instead of doing more of this game, I do a single hour-long video of something else? So then that way it'll still be, like, the same general amount of content, but it'll be split up a little bit. I don't have anything in mind, really, for what this extra hour would be, but since this was, like, the first month of it, and it kind of started off in a weird way, if anybody would be interested in doing that, I'm always willing to listen to like, more suggestions and have, like, a straw poll or whatever. So, whatever. That's really all I had to say. If nobody responds, then, I'll probably just do a bit more of this game. I know there were a few people who wanted to see kind of a, like, alternating schedule type thing, though. I just want to make sure that the majority is happy. I also need to remember that I have that fireball thing, because I keep not using it. Oh! Decadent dandy. We now have to fight the king, apparently. Alright. And let's see what we're in for. So far, he just seems to be a bit jumpy. Oh, hello. Ugh. I am so not good at this. Fireballs, go. Except timing is important. Oh god, what is this? Oh no, not the confetti. What will I do? I'm doing kind of okay-ish, maybe? You know, despite having a melee weapon as my main form of attack, I am noticing more and more the similarities to Mega Man in this. I don't know, maybe it's just because of the, like, type of music and graphical style. Like, I think it's supposed to be just generic NES game more than anything else, but I'm getting a Mega Man vibe. I don't know. Because the bosses seem to have similar attack patterns. I'm fine with that, though. Okay, so I'm curious now. If I had gone the other way, would that lead to, like, a dead end with some treasure and then I go back? Or would it have led to a different level entirely? Because apparently that's a thing. Yes. So, because it's been a week, I'm only just barely remembering what it is I'm supposed to be doing. Like, this area I couldn't get past. This I have to defeat Spectre Knight, which is over here, so I just have to do both levels. Why is King Knight over here, though? Do I fight him again? I'm not gonna do this whole stage over, so let me just see if there's anything that shows up at the beginning. Yeah, I'm not gonna go through this whole stage. Let's just stop right now before I... Okay, hold on, how do I actually get out of this? I don't remember how to leave the stage. Problem. Okay, it's just enter. I don't want to go back to the title screen, but I guess that's fine. Yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll worry about that later on. Let's go ahead and just take a look at the other stage. And it's a very ghouls and ghosts type looking stage, which I suppose I should have expected given the name Spectre Knight. And we have blobby plant things. Okay. Interesting. I guess if you... yeah, you can kind of get extra height off of those. Alright, so... the question that was asked in the last video, the only question, may I repeat, was, what is your opinion on the anime Lucky Star? And my answer to that is, I have never seen it and know nothing about it. So there's basically, the extent of what I can do with that question. But because I don't know what else to talk about throughout the majority of this video, I will, extend that to, just what animes have you seen and or enjoyed? Because it's a pretty short list. So, I will start this by basically saying that I never really watched any at all until Pokemon was a thing, and when that first came out, I, as I've talked about many times before, was not interested in the series whatsoever, when it was, like, when it first started, and then kind of got into it eventually. But, I specifically remember not wanting to have anything to do with it because it was that bad, like, the bad Japanese animation style, quote-unquote, because that was back when, like, it was still just called, like, Japanimation or whatever, and for whatever reason, my younger self thought that it was, like, lesser than Western animation, even though in many cases the quality is a lot higher, but I guess it just depends on whether you want, like, realistic versus cartoony, and good artwork versus fluid animation, but whatever, that's a whole other subject. Also, I'm about to die. But, that was my initial thought, and I didn't really start watching it until, like, eventually I just kind of gave in and started to give it a shot, and I thought it was okay. With that show in particular, though, I still maintained that the, okay, I'm gonna die. The first season, while schmaltzy, at least kind of tried to distance itself from the games enough to a point where, like, it was occasionally interesting, even with the filler episodes, because it came up with, like, such random bullshit that it managed to be interesting at times. And then Orange Islands I enjoyed because it had basically nothing to do with the games, and so it was just completely like, what can we come up with? Basically, the entire season was filler, but I thought it was alright. And then Johto is where it went to complete crap, because every episode was the exact same, and then I stopped watching it. As far as other anime series, I'm trying to think what I've actually watched, because it's very little. I was never a fan of, like, Toonami, or even the anime sections on Adult Swim. I just never really cared enough to watch any of those. I watched a few episodes of DBZ around the Cell Saga, and I think that's, like, the part of the show where people agree that the battles were dragged on entirely too long, and those were kind of the episodes that I saw. So it was maybe not the greatest first impression, but I still kind of enjoyed it. I just stopped watching it because I wasn't really that, like, committed to it, I guess. But yeah, just, like, I can't even name most popular anime from the 90s and 2000s. Like, I know that there's plenty of them, I just can't think of them. I eventually watched the first season, or possibly 2, of Death Note with Brenna, and yes, I'm using that name because it was before it was Martin, but whatever. I don't know how many seasons it was. It was up to a point where certain major changes occurred, and if you've not seen the show, I'm not going to say what those changes are, but you can probably guess what they are if you've seen the show. But watch the subtitled version of that. That was my first time watching, like, a non-translated one, at least from what I can remember. And that was a pretty decent show. It was interesting. Stopped watching it after that point because it just kind of seemed like it was going in a completely different direction at that point, but I don't know. I don't know what else I've watched. I'm sure there were a few, but nothing really comes to mind. If I remember later in the episode, I'll bring it up, but that was pretty much my my entire answer to that. I don't know, it's just something that's never interested me. And my main reason that I always give is because, generally I prefer shows that just are, like, basically just your typical cartoon-type show, where it, Like, it doesn't even have to be a cartoon, but just sitcom-type stuff where there's no real ongoing storyline. You can just watch an episode and that's it. And I prefer comedy over, like, anything serious. There are exceptions to be had, but, okay, I see what I'm supposed to do here. Will I actually make it? Yes, because it was not that hard. And what do I get? Just treasure. Okay. Yeah, it's like I've always had people, like, whenever I use that argument, there's always people that are like, there's anime of all different kinds, there's comedic ones, and I know that's the case. I've never specifically gone after them because, to me, basically, it doesn't matter what type of show it is. Like, it can be cartoon, live action, Western, Japanese, whatever. Like, that doesn't really make that big of a difference to me. So I'm not gonna watch something just because of the animation style. Is that a solid platform? Because that doesn't look like a solid platform. I also don't know if water is actually instant kill in this, so let's find out. Oh, okay. I see now. That's kind of interesting. Do I need that head on here to weigh it down still? Yeah, looks like it. Alright. That's always a problem with these kind of games, is sometimes it's hard to tell if certain background elements are actually platforms or not. Here, there we go. Yeah, this is, okay. This is reminding me of the platforms from one of the new Super Mario Bros. Games, where it's like, it measures how many enemies are standing on it, and it sinks if there's too many. Oh, that was fun. I liked that. Okay, let's try that again. Also, I don't understand why, like, half of these have been bombs. Do I need to do this section again? Nope, I already got it. Although, honestly, I am kind of curious. What happens if I try to get it again? Is there still any treasure in there even though the chest is open, or... Nope, okay. Good to know. I like the little spoopy ghosts. God, they look like... I didn't even think about this at first, but they look like the wizard ghost from Dr. McNinja. So I will make the obligatory knife eye attack reference. Oh, wait, how did I do that? I see, okay. I'm glad I actually died to come back and check that then, because I would have not known. Okay, you need to get out of my way. And then do that, and that, and that, and then go a herp. Okay. And we get darkness. Quite a bit of it. And a music scroll. I cannot see shit. Obviously, that is the intent, but that does not invalidate the statement that I cannot see shit. I like how that section there is made specifically to teach you that this platform falls when there's too much weight on it. Like, it's actually well designed, and yet I still didn't figure it out the first time because I didn't realize it was even a platform that I could go on. So it both did its job and failed its job at the same time. This frog needs to die because it is a problem. And this time, hopefully I will not jump into the higher platform and die. Not sure why I had so much trouble the first time. Risking life for small gem. Good. Not the biggest fan of this lightning mechanic. It's It's moderately interesting, I'll give it that much, but it is also moderately annoying. Come here. Come on, frog, I need you. Don't go over there. Stupid frog. Yeah, I don't think I can get down there now. Oh, wait, it's back. Oh, wait, I'm a stupid. I see what I see now what I must do. Not sure why I didn't think to do that in the first place. That'll work. Also, the fact that I actually can attack the frogs when they're electrocuted is weird. I feel like I should, like, because the shovel is metallic, I don't know. Okay, did I miss stuff? Nope, I can get back up. Going random directions, because I don't know what to do. Alright. What am I gonna get? So just temporary invincibility, I guess? Alright. I mean, I'm not gonna buy it. Walk on spikes, okay. I will have to remember that I have that. In fact, since I barely use the fire wand, I should probably have that selected right now. The game seems to give me those magic jars pretty frequently, so I really need to, like, remember to actually use these abilities. Is there a way to get out of the bouncing animation once I've entered it? Oh, okay. So wait, what actually happened there? Did I get damaged by the fire, or... that was weird looking. I don't know what just happened. I would say that I should review the footage, but I know that I won't because I said that a few times in the last video and I never did. Alright. So I've got to get the head on that platform then. You. Okay. That's fine, I guess. And can I not make that jump, really? No, okay, there we go. This seems like a dangerous thing to try. I would question why water instantly kills you, because that's a stupid trend in a lot of video games like this, but I am wearing full armor, so it kind of makes sense. It's better than the Ninja Turtles. Alright, get another pile of garbage. Garbage, I say, as I dig up gems. Alright, are we close to the end of this stage? I feel like I've been in it for a while. I'm okay if it's not almost the end, because I've still got another 7 minutes to fill here, but I don't know. Not sure where I was going with that statement, to be honest. Oh, that was just a hole. Okay. Fireballs. No, don't dig that up now. Now is not the time. Guess those enemies are not really as threatening as they look. And here's the part where you are forced to discover this mechanic if you haven't figured it out already. And I can't go back, so... if I was supposed to use that plant to get above that wall somehow, then I missed that chance, I guess. Whatever. There's probably a lot more I've missed beside that. Also, why are these electric frogs so common? They're slightly annoying. And then this is the part where I don't talk for like 10 seconds, and my mind is like, oh no, I gotta fill the silence quick, say something. Pancakes, Leroy Jenkins, random old internet memes, yeah. Do these... Okay, these just move up and down. For some reason it looked like it was following a pattern. Well, I mean, yeah! It is following a pattern, but I thought it was like something to do with, like how much weight was on it. Ow! Alright, where's my monies? Are my monies floating above the pit? I cannot tell yet. Mainly because half the screen is black. This is a bad combination of things. Platforms that are moving out of sync with each other when you can barely see. And also enemies on the platforms. Maybe I should, use this invincibility thing. Just in case. And I think it already wore off. Yeah, it looks like it did. Alright, let's actually be smart here and do that. Is he gone? Yep, okay. There we go. Probably making this a lot harder than it needs to be, but without being able to see, it's a little difficult to tell what I'm doing. Okay. Go, no! Why would you do such a thing? So since you get your money back after dying, is there actually a penalty to dying other than just having to constantly redo stuff? 'Cause I don't think there's a lives counter in this, is there? Not that I've seen. Or if I have seen, I immediately forgot. Freaking ghosts. I need to not release these things. I don't know why I keep hitting those, gravestones. Yeah, go away. I don't like you. Fuck! I think my, concern of not having enough material to fill the episode is now alleviated, because I'm not going to stop until I finish this level. So... I really need to be using the invincibility thing. Okay, that money is just, that's freaking gone, unless shooting it counts. And it does not, so that was a good waste of however much magic that took. 12, I guess. Okay, let's try this yet again. What the hell? It looked like I made that jump. Man, I'm gonna be completely out of money at the end of this. Frogs. I get it, you're frogs, you're annoying. You've completed your job of being annoying. Yep, so there goes half my money. Please make this, okay. Am I actually on it? Yes, I am. Oh, fuck. I'm repeating myself at this point, but, yeah, not being able to see. Not the best game mechanic. Obviously, their intent was to make it difficult, and they succeeded at that. Doesn't mean I have to like it, though. You go away. You can also go away. Except, yeah, it's gonna come back in just a second here anyway. This sucks. Go for it. Invincibility. Jump. Okay. Don't want to do anything until you're out of my way. And we're stuck bouncing. Ugh. Really? This isn't even that hard, it's just... whatever. It's stressful. Okay. Save point. Thank you very much. Also, are you a thing? Yes, you are. Did not need any of that, but whatever. This looks like a good boss. Okay. Alright, what's your pattern going to be? Floating back and forth I can handle. Doing stuff like that, however, that's a bit much. How dare you not just float back and forth and do nothing else at all. Okay, I'm starting to kind of get what he's doing. Oh, that was different. Could be using the fireball. No, don't do that, actually. That would be cool. Oh no, monators. Yeah, I am definitely getting a Treasure Master vibe from this music. Mentioned that last time. I've not ever played Treasure Master. The only time I've ever seen anything of it was the Armic 21 review. And, if you have not seen it, he's a bit loud and overly, like, exaggeratedly angry at times, but, it is still a funny review. I'm gonna die. Let's, turn on invincibility for a second and completely waste it. God, this is... okay. I can kind of almost tell what he's doing. At times. Please. 3 more hits. 1. There we go. I feel like I shouldn't have won that, but alright. Not gonna complain. And then we do this thing again. I'm not completely seeing the point of these scenes, other than just being an end cap. Wait, is this different, or did it do that last time? No, this is different. Uh-oh. Can I die in a dream sequence? If I die in Canada, do I die in real life? This is kind of a lot of shit you're throwing at me, game. Oh shit, no, no! Did I win? Okay. Was that a result of me winning the dream sequence, or I'm not really sure what that was. But yeah, that is where we're gonna be ending, so next time I apparently have access to a lot of stuff. Yeah. Let's take a brief look. Forest of Phasing looks like a treasure level. There's another boss level, and another boss level, and I can't beat that until I beat that guy, and there's another possible treasure level, and yeah, there's a lot of stuff, so, in addition to your opinion on the hour-long video and what it should consist of, and if you have any random Q&A stuff, also, tell me which level I should try next if you know this game and or have an opinion on it. And then we'll get back to this either probably later this week if people vote against the hour-long thing, or early April if not. So yeah.